Difference between me and you is I make this look good. Not too good. Them glasses don't look right on my face. I think my face is just too wide or something. I don't know, but whatever. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are. You are now tuned into another episode of Julian's World. Today I want to talk about something that you guys are probably gonna look at me twice about. Something I suffered with for the beginning stages of my life all the way up until adult. I want to talk about the infamously known, dreadful, oh my God, I can't believe the spring is coming and now I can't breathe, anti-hero, I can't wake up, I can't breathe, oh my God, my nose is running, pollen. Boy, I hate allergies. Who likes allergies? I mean, who wants allergies? I mean, you telling me I got to go all the way through the winter? I got to suffer through the winter? I got to start my car and run inside of it and take cover and freeze my ass off and hope and say, hell, I can't wait for the summertime. Oh my God, I can't wait for the springtime. I can't wait for the flowers to start blooming. And as soon as everything gets good and you can finally go outside and get that nice fresh breath of air after a dreadful winter, you sniff up, you breathe in. Oh yeah, that's right. I have allergies. So not only did I have to go through a hellacious winter to get here, I'm gonna die, essentially die. And if I don't die, I'm gonna wanna kill myself because allergies suck. I'm just playing about the kill myself thing. So first, I wanna get into my background about allergies, what I know, and what I think can help you. So lucky me, as a kid, I was one of the few people in America to get allergies. And not only that, I was one of 24 million. Lucky me. If it was a lottery, I wouldn't win though. If I gotta sleep upside down and stuff just to get the nasal drip out, I'd be the one to get it. So what I'm trying to say is, yeah, I was one of the 24 million people in America that suffer with allergies. There are 6 million people that are children that suffer with allergies. And this market for allergy medication is $18 billion in the USA alone. USA alone. People spend $18 billion trying to fight this allergy, trying to fight pollen more specifically. Obviously, life would be a lot better if we all didn't have allergies. But then again, I think the business of allergies and fighting allergies, the antivirus, whatever the anti-allergy, whatever the anti-pollen, whatever, is all a business plan. Allergies are real, but how we fight them is kind of like a business. Not only do I want to help you fight your allergies, but I want to help you get rid of them. And I'm a man that suffered with allergies all my life. If I even look at pollen, I'm dying. As you can see, middle of June, I'm breathing perfectly fine. The secret is this. Oh, and before you do, if you're watching this video on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna have many more content. I'm gonna have all kinds of videos. I don't wanna talk too much about that right now. Subscribe, but if this helps you, share the video, tell your friend. I know at least there's 24 million people suffering with allergies. That means that's like half of your friends, maybe more than half of your friends. So share this video, maybe this will help them out. But check it out. When I was a kid, I was walking home one day. Everything was great. I'm walking down the street. Yay, life is great. Life is great. Can't ask for anything more. And then one day, when I get home and I go to sleep and I wake up, I woke up like, my face was like this. Do you remember Will Smith in Hitch? When he got I don't know, maybe he ate a bad fruit or something and his face just, well, that was me. And not only that, I couldn't breathe. My nose fell off. My lips were like this big. Like that. I was scratching and itching my eyes. I had to pop my eyes out, rub them like this. Took a chainsaw to my eyes because they were so itchy. It was really bad. And then I asked Mom, what's wrong with me? I look like a strawberry. And she said, son, I regret to tell you that, yeah, you have allergies. What's an allergy? And eventually, I got him. And eventually I found out what an allergy is. And not only did I find out, I realized for the rest of my life, I'm gonna suffer And then I started studying more about allergies as I grew. My allergies were so bad. I specifically remember my mom taking me to doctors, and they used to go inside of my neck, with these tools to figure out how bad my polyps are. I used to swell all up in here. Allergies used to really affect me in a way I wish on nobody. Here I am, this kid, I'm going to school. I couldn't even sit at my desk. After 10 minutes, nosebleeds. Yo, can you imagine like me kind of being semi-cute and seeing a girl that I want to talk to, in like third grade, walk up to her like, hey, how are you doing? My name is Julian. And then out of nowhere, my nose just starts bleeding. That's like the most embarrassing thing in the world. And in order for me to fight that, I used to have to go to school with a box of Kleenex up my nose. Yo, that's embarrassing. And I mean, let's say best case scenario, let's say the worst thing is I just have a nasal drip. Then I would have to shove like, I used to walk around like this. Hey, like that was not cool at all. You know what I'm saying? Fix the fro. You guys surprised me, first of all, because of all the questions that I get on my YouTube, the only thing you guys ask me is about my fro. You guys have no concern about the videos that I make. You just care about the fro. I'll talk about the fro in the next video. How about that? So I'm sitting over here dying, right? From allergies, killing me. I'm the lucky guy. And I just was thinking, like, I remember days, like there was, should I be in the house all day or should I play with my friends? And it was serious to me because I know if I go outside to play with my friends, I might not get up the next morning because I might die from allergies. I used to have to balance my life out. I used to have to think about that stuff. Having allergies is not cool. I remember numerous days being in doctor offices. It was so bad for me that I had to get allergy shots twice a week. As a kid, twice a week, allergy shots? Me? The lucky one? Man, I can't tell you how many times I was in that doctor's office out in Pottstown growing up, getting stuck. I was like a damn science project. I'm gonna stick them again. We're gonna stick them over here. We're gonna stick them twice over here. They might as well just left a needle in my arm. As many times I was being stuck with needles and you know what I'm saying? Like I was like a human, what's them little things you put all the needles in? A living pin cushion. It's crazy. My life sucked. And the weird thing is, you'd forget that you had allergies because the winter would suck so bad. By the time allergy season came, you forgot. You just going outside to play. So you had to bundle up all winter in freezing, dreadful temperatures just to have the flowers bloom. And you'd be the first kid to run outside. It's so nice out. It's so nice out. Allergies suck. It freaking sucked. As big as I am. Death by flower. So, me and summertime was a love and hate relationship. And my birthday's like midsummer. It's like July 2nd. I'm just letting you know my birthday, July 2nd. So, you hook me up. I appreciate it. Allergies sucked, man. I mean, what's worse than that? I have composed some information that you're probably going to think I'm crazy to tell you. But this is a human experience. It worked for me. I'm not saying you have to do it, but I'm saying if you're on all these medications and nothing seems to be working, because let's be real, the healthcare system is kind of like going in your pocket and they're giving you something and they're saying, oh, this is going to fix everything. Well, if it fixed everything, they wouldn't make any money. Like if everything every problem that we had was just fixed, then no healthcare company, business, corporation would make any money. So they're almost saying like, here's no Acidol, and no Acidol is going to fix all your problems. Okay, but yeah, make sure you come back every 2 weeks to get it, a new prescription, because not only is it not going to fix your problems, but we're going to make sure you stay on it for life and keep paying us. Bullshit. So this is what happened with me. I was a man that was on every medication. I was on every nasal drip. I used to have nasal drips on cue, just waiting, like they were guns in a holster. I don't know, like I was fighting the pollen. Like, so embarrassing. Nasal drips, prescriptions, I had everything. I used to take salt, mix it in water, and like pour it through my nose. I used to like do it the opposite way, put it through my mouth, and then make it come out my nose. None of that shit worked. So I stopped for 1 year. And when I stopped, I realized that was the worst year of my life because I let my body be susceptible to allergies and fullest. They just killed me. But I don't know if it was really as bad as having to deal with all those prescriptions. So it kind of balanced itself out. This is what I'm saying to you. If I said jump off a bridge, maybe that wouldn't be the good thing to say, but I'm not saying you should. But I don't think you should drink the water. I don't think you should believe everything everybody says on the internet. Like, run off the bridge and everybody starts doing it. Are you really gonna do it? No. But this is one thing that I don't think anybody's really doing. So let's just do it in reverse. I'm not telling millions of people to do this. I'm just telling you my personal experience and what actually worked for me. A few years ago, maybe 4 years ago, I was walking to the bus. I was writing a book, which is actually going to drop on this channel, so stay tuned, and you'll be able to get one of those books. Anyway, so I was writing a book, and every morning I would leave the house around 5 a.m. to get some air before I wrote, and I would walk maybe 2 miles. And in that 2-mile walk, I used to love the fact that while I'm outside, before the pollen was really bad, I could suck up as much air as I wanted to, and I could smell the flowers. Literally, I could smell the roses. I could get a bunch of good thoughts before I start my project. I used to feel really good about that walk. But as soon as I got home, I noticed maybe an hour or two after I was writing, I would have a very bad allergic breakout. And I'm talking about an allergic breakout so bad that at one point I had to go to the emergency room, but I was incapable of reaching my phone. So I actually laid on the ground to die a little bit. I couldn't see. My eyes had swelled so much that I couldn't see out of them. I couldn't breathe. In fact, I could hear the air going in and out of my throat in such a way that it sounded as if, let me make an example. And I can hear what it sounded like somebody just took a handful of change and just threw it in my throat on the way down. And that's when I realized I might die. And I mean this. It was traumatic. In fact, it was the worst morning of my life. It's funny, yeah, but it was very serious to me. And I took a blanket and I rolled over on the floor wherever I was. I couldn't see, I couldn't breathe. I was scratching the shit out of my face. And I laid there. And I laid there for about maybe 4 or 5 hours. I couldn't move, I didn't want to do anything. And when I finally got up, my nose was bloody. It was really bad. It was a really bad experience. And that's because the year prior, I just stopped everything. So my body was at full-fledged whoop his ass. I was getting my ass whooped. But the most interesting thing about that is I actually learned something in that time. Our bodies are very complex machines, and your body actually does the work for whatever needs to be done. Okay, your body will fight. And most of you guys already know this. It's the same with allergies. Your body fights what it's not used to until it creates a habit of it. It's like building muscle. If I do push-ups and I'm out of shape, eventually my body will fight to get to a point to be able to sustain me doing push-ups with more muscle. Kind of like these muscles. Anything you do, it's like learning how to ride a bike. You fall a lot and then your body will eventually learn how to get over that feat. It's like swimming. Your body doesn't know how to swim when you're thrown in water, but over time you learn and your body adapts to swimming. It's like eating. You eat crap for a long time and then you eat a salad, your stomach's gonna hurt. And then they say salad's good for you. But it doesn't make sense to the person that doesn't eat salad, right? And vice versa, if you eat a salad, you've been eating salad all your life, and then all of a sudden you eat a big ass piece of cake, that might upset your stomach a little bit. It's the same method. It's the same remedy. Your body actually adapts to what it's not used to. And when it adapts, then you're used to it. You see where I'm going? Also, one more example, the flu. The flu is a terrible sickness. It's a virus. And as soon as you get it, you feel like death. So they take you to the hospital and the doctor gives you more flu from a needle to fix the flu that you already have. The flu is being fixed by a flu shot. Yeah, that's my whole point. And yeah, you should be a little wary to my suggestion that I have on cue for you. Yeah, I understand. It's going to sound crazy. I'm going to get emails, phone calls, text messages, DMs about, are you okay, Julian? Is your health okay? Because that video that I just watched makes me think you're delusional. You're trying to tell me that pollen could be the leading factor in fixing my devastation towards pollen. Yes. Yo, it's crazy. As humans, we always think shit like this is freaking crazy. Ingest pollen? Julian, you're off your rocker. Yeah, well, everything seems crazy. I mean, who told us to go up in the sky in a freaking tube and we're going to be able to fly into our destination? That shit sounds crazy. That's a freaking airplane. Or who said we're supposed to hop on a boat and go out and miles out over the Mariana Trench and 7 miles deep of water, and we're going to be okay and make it back home? That shit sounds crazy too. In fact, James Cameron took a freaking cube-like thing where he barely had enough space to pick his afro. He doesn't really have an afro, especially doesn't have an afro like mine. And he freaking went 7 miles deep into the Mariana Trench and came out because he relied on this vehicle to bring him back up, and it did. Come on. It took him 2 hours to dive. 2 hours in a torpedo-like submarine just going straight down. 2 hours. That shit sounds crazy. You got guys launching their bodies out of airplanes like that shit's normal and having a book bag size thing save their life with this thing called a parachute inside of it. That shit sounds crazy. And I ain't doing it. Oh, but y'all afraid of ingesting a little bit of pollen to fix your freaking life. Oh, you guys are too critical. You guys question everything. That's what you're doing. That's why you're watching the video. You're questioning everything. Oh, he's going to fix pollen. He's going to fix allergies. Oh, Julian's going to fix this shit. Well, if you listen to me, maybe your life will be a lot better. And you subscribe to my channel. But that's another story. Now, I know you're going to be a little weary, but this is it. You already understand what I'm going to say to you. Let me go back to the story I was telling you before I lose my way and give you a conclusion. After I damn near died on that floor, I realized the next day my allergies sucked, but they weren't as bad. I didn't understand that. You know, I woke up like I can breathe a lot better than I could yesterday. Okay. Then my mind started wandering. I started going outside more without any protection against allergies, pollen, and all that crap. And the more I did it, the more my body actually gained an immunity to freaking pollen. Wow. So you telling me go outside and live on an edge, roll around in pollen and suck it up and essentially try to kill yourself, gaining a susceptible immunity to pollen. Listen, y'all, I'm not trying to say go outside and do all. I'm not advocating that you go outside and roll in a field full of pansies, but I am advocating that you get outside more. So if I see you in a field full of pansies, I'm gonna be at your neck. That's strange. Got you out there rolling around in a field full of pansies just because Julian said go outside and get some air. If you're staying in a house because you're afraid of pollen, you're actually doing the exact opposite of what's going to fix the problem. Each year that went by after that experience, my tolerance against pollen has strengthened and strengthened and strengthened. The same kid that used to get allergy shots twice a week can now take pollen and smell it, and it won't do shit to me. I remember just like touching a little bit of pollen, my whole face would break out. Just your body does some amazing shit. And one of those amazing shits are your body will gain a tolerance. It will freaking fight pollen the more that you're around it. Now it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck for a couple of weeks, maybe for a month. But the key to everything successful in life is discipline and consistency. If you're consistent, I promise you, just get rid of all your medication. If you're consistent, your pollen issue is going to go away. Now, each year that allergy season comes around, right, I'm probably going to suffer for one day. And that one day is nowhere near as bad as I used to suffer back in the day. The one day is just like, I'm almost bougie now because it'd just be a little itch. And I'm like, come on, man, freaking allergies. This dude doesn't even take anything. And I'm suffering because of a little itch. And then tomorrow that itch is gone. I can breathe perfectly fine. And I'm over exaggerating my breath. Like I breathe perfectly fine. I sleep with my windows open now. I remember being so afraid of summertime. Trust me, we're doing too much. You don't have to do all these overzealous things to try to combat something. Your body will fight it for you. Just like the natives that lived on the land originally, they didn't have shampoo, and they created everything they needed. They didn't have all these extra essential things that we pretty much put in our body that just kills us. They lived off the land and they were more beautiful than you and me. Maybe more beautiful than you. but you know, I know who I am. I'm hot. I know. So your body can do some things before America messes everything up and says, oh, you need this for your body. You need that for your body. You need this for your body. Get away from everything. Put your feet in the dirt and suck up life, suck up air, suck up sunlight. You know, let your imagination flow like you're naked. Your spirit's naked. I don't want to see any of you guys outside standing naked unless you female with a nice body. Well, then maybe, you know, maybe I'll come out stand with you. I'm just kidding. But I don't want to see you guys standing outside naked. It's not about that. It's just the mentality. It's stripped naked, you know, and your body, you're being free to nature. Your body adapts to taste, and your body adapts to sight, and your body adapts to sound, and your body adapts to everything. Give your body a chance to adapt to what you believe it's afraid of, and your body is going to make the effort to fix it. Thanks for getting through this video with me. The conclusion is take a little bit of time being out in nature. Now, when the attack happens, it's going to suck. Like I said, it's going to try to fight you. All these pollen infused things are going to try to kill you. Give it some time, be patient, rest a little bit, get back at it. Your body is going to gain immunity. And sooner or later, you're going to be like me. Kid that used to get allergy shots twice a week. I am free of allergy attacks with that method. I am so free from it. Doctors are even trying to prescribe that now. You got this stuff called bee pollen, which essentially is taking bee pollen, and mixing it into like teas and stuff and letting you ingest it until your body gains, I guess, immunity. So I was already ahead of my time. So trust me, if you want to rid yourself of allergy attacks, put yourself around some pollen. Be smart. Do not roll around in pansies, but just a little more at a time, and fight through the madness. You just been hit with another episode of Julian's World. Until next time, guys, stay prosperous, stay fruitful, stay focused, discipline, consistency. Enjoy your Saturday, and I'll see you next time. Chaler!